Final Destination, Bloodlines opening scene, The Space Needle Collapse, Expanded Edition, Seattle, Washington, June 19, 2025. The summer air over Seattle carried that perfect mixture of warmth and breeze, the kind of evening where the streets pulsed with energy. Couples wandered hand in hand, kids begged for ice cream, and tourists raised their phones to capture every angle of the city's crown jewel, the Space Needle. The tower gleamed above them, a beacon in the twilight, its saucer-like crown glowing with rings of neon light, its spire piercing into the bruised purple sky. From a distance, it seemed eternal, the landmark that had stood since the World's Fair of 1962, a guardian of the skyline. But tonight, beneath its steel skin, something strained. The plaza buzzed. Food trucks fumed with garlic fries and teriyaki skewers. Street performers juggled fire torches. A guitarist strummed a mellow tune that tangled with the laughter of families and the chatter of teenagers posing for selfies. It was a night of beginnings, of celebrations, of life blooming. Before summer truly began, for Maya Reynolds, tonight was supposed to be a threshold. She stood in the plaza with her 4 closest friends, trying to anchor herself in the present. Maya had just graduated 4 years of papers, sleepless nights, and doubts now behind her. The future stretched before her like the city skyline, wide, uncertain, and full of light. She had come to the Needle countless times as a kid, but tonight it felt different. This was their send-off. Her friends surrounded her. Jordan tall, broad-shouldered, his easy confidence, the glue that had always kept them together. Natalie Reynolds witted, sharp-eyed, her sarcasm hiding a tenderness only her closest friends ever saw. Chris the Joker, his grin a permanent fixture. The one who could make tragedy sound like a punchline. Liam, quiet, contemplative, always watching, his silence carrying more weight than most people's speeches. They were Seattle kids through and through. They had weathered the city's rain, its endless coffee shops, its indie concerts, its late-night ferry rides. But after tonight, life would scatter them like seeds, jobs in new cities, grad schools across the country, dreams pulling them in different directions. Jordan grinned, holding his phone aloft. Selfie first. Proof we actually existed together before adulthood ruins us. They bunched together, arms around shoulders, laughter bubbling as the flash caught their faces. Maya smiled, the moment freezing in light. For a heartbeat, life was perfect. The elevator chimed. Its glass doors slid open, revealing a capsule with walls of crystal, offering a panoramic ride into the sky. Tourists shuffled inside with wide eyes, children pressing sticky palms against the transparent surface. The 5 friends stepped in. The doors closed with a soft hiss, and the ascent began. Seattle shrank beneath them. Cars became streaks of light, the plaza a living diorama. Beyond, Puget Sound glimmered with ferries cutting through water like glowing beetles. The Olympic Mountains caught the last of the sun, their peaks brushed with molten gold. Maya pressed her palm against the glass, and then the world fractured. The vision it struck her like lightning. Her breath vanished, her heart stuttered. The world she knew peeled away in an instant, leaving only horror. Steel cables snapped like rifle fire. A metallic scream tore through the night. The tower shook, its frame bending like a tortured animal. The elevator plummeted. Faces distorted in freefall, mouths open and silent screams. Glass exploded inward, shards slicing like razors across skin. A child's stuffed bear tumbled weightlessly, then vanished in the chaos. Above, the observation deck tilted. Drinks slid from tables, chairs skidded, tourists clawed for railings, some clung, some slipped. Their bodies disappeared into the night, their screams echoing against the city's canyons of glass and steel. A mother lost her grip on her child, tiny fingers slid from hers. The scream that followed was swallowed by the wind. The stairwell cracked open, hundreds packed shoulder to shoulder stampeded downward until concrete split. Dozens tumbled into a yawning void, their cries blending into a thunder that never ended. The rooftop restaurant shattered. Flames erupted from ruptured gas lines, consuming tables, waiters, and fleeing tourists in a fireball. The guitarist who had been strumming downstairs was now screaming, his body engulfed as the glass ceiling rained molten shards onto the street below. The spire bent, its steel shrieked, curling like a bow. Then it snapped. The needle plunged downward, skewering the plaza like a spear. Cars crumpled under its weight. A bus exploded, the blast wave tossing bodies like rag dolls. The crown detached, spinning through the night sky like a flaming coin before smashing into nearby buildings. Windows shattered for blocks. Fires spread. The streets below turned into a war zone. Sirens wailed but were drowned by the endless roar of collapsing steel. Pedestrians ran, tripped, vanished under debris. The air turned black with smoke and ash. Maya saw her friends ripped from her one by one, Jordan crushed by falling beams, Natalie pierced by glass, Chris engulfed in fire, Liam vanishing into dust and screams. The tower skeleton gave its final cry, a deep resonant crack, like the earth itself splitting. And then everything fell. Snap back, Maya gasped. She blinked. The world was whole again. The tower stood pristine, proud, unbroken. The plaza hummed with life. Garlic fries sizzled. The guitarist strummed his tune. Children laughed. Totter hands trembled. Sweat slicked her palms. "Hey," Jordan's voice cut through the haze. "You good?" Maya blinked at him, chest heaving. Her voice cracked. "I saw it, the tower. It collapsed. All of us died." The group froze. Chris snorted nervously. "Excuse me, what?" Like Final Destination vibes, Natalie raised an eyebrow, arms crossed. "You mean like a dream? You fell asleep standing up?" "No," Maya snapped, her voice sharp, desperate. "Not a dream, a vision. I saw every second of it. The cables snapping, the fire, the people falling, bus dead." The laughter faded from Chris's face. Jordan frowned, caught between skepticism and concern. Liam's eyes sharpened, reading the tremor in her voice, the terror in her eyes. "She's serious," Liam said softly. Natalie groaned. "Okay, even if that's true, what are we supposed to do? Just not go up?" "Yes." Maya's voice cracked with urgency. "If we don't get on that elevator, we live." Chris shifted, uncomfortably. "Look, I'm all for skipping the tourist death trap if it makes her feel better. Drinks downtown sound safer anyway." Jordan rubbed his face, torn. "Maya, you've had panic attacks before. Maybe this is her glare." Cut him down. Don't you dare tell me this is in my head. I saw it. If we go up, we die." The elevator chimed again. Another group stepped inside, laughing, snapping photos, oblivious. Maya's chest seized. Her heart pounded. Every instinct screamed. She grabbed Natalie's hand, eyes burning. "I watched you die. Don't make me watch it again," Natalie faltered. Her sarcasm drained in the face of Maya's raw fear. Silence settled heavy. Liam broke it. "We stay off that tower. Fate won't be cheated easily, but if she's right, this is our only shot." Jordan exhaled, tension carved into his features. He looked at his friends, at the tower rising above them. At Maya's trembling form, the elevator door slid shut behind the other tourists, carrying them upward toward destiny. The camera lingered on Maya's pale face, her wide, terrified eyes, reflecting the glowing tower above. The screen cut to black. Final Destination, Bloodlines.